Hi, welcome to Sage Blue Tarot. Today is June 27th, 2021. I'm going to start the collective reading by using tarot. Thank you for being here, and let's get started. I'm going to start off by asking my tarot cards, what does collective need to know today? What does collective need to know today? I'm going to cut the deck, and the first card is the Emperor reversed, King of Wands upright, Three of Swords upright. So I'm seeing a lot of heartbreak, but at the same time, a lot of strength. So I'm sensing that even though you might not be feeling at your utmost powerful right now, you are still able to handle things even as your heart is healing, even as you're dealing with difficult emotions, situations, events in your relationships or within yourself. The King of Wands to me is a powerful card of transition, of fire, of passion, of being able to handle things as they come your way. I'm kind of getting this vision of an obstacle, a challenge coming up in your path, and you just kind of using your power to get it away from you, to eliminate it, to obliterate it. Like you're able to use your fire energy to handle this, right? And I feel like this card also has to do with movement, right? So you might be moving away from where you are right now, or making some plans to move to a new location, maybe somewhere you feel more supported. This could be in your physical home life or in your relationships, in your community. I'm sensing a lot of empowerment. Maybe because you've been going through some aches with the Three of Swords upright. That's a lot about heartbreak and rain and crying and feelings and emotions and just a lot of heart pain, right? And I feel like you're able to kind of gather what has been going on that caused this event, right? How you've been feeling. Now you're able to kind of step into your power and be like, okay, you know what? What is my authentic truth? Now that I know all of this, what am I going to leave and what am I going to take with me as I move on to my new life? The Emperor reverse could also be somebody in your life that's kind of trying to bully you or trying to exert their power over you, but you've kind of realized, you know what? You're not the boss of me. I am going to run my life. I'm going to make the decisions necessary for me. Maybe even the Emperor reversed is the cause of your heartbreak, right? Maybe you're going through a breakup of some sort. Maybe you're going through a disillusionment of some sort in your relationships. You're kind of seeing like, you know what? This person isn't good for me. This person did not treat me right. And now I'm starting to see all that. And even though I haven't fully healed, I at the same time have the strength to move forward and do what I know is best for me. Like you're kind of done with playing small. You're kind of done with taking other people's advice over your own. I feel like you're tuning into what your heart needs, right? Because your heart is in a communication with you right now, very active. Page of Cups upright. This card to me is about innocence, right? Like almost like naivety, like that moment. I don't know, I'm getting the image of like a child learning about the world, right? Learning about their emotions, seeing what feels good and doing what feels good. And when something doesn't feel good, just not doing that anymore, right? Being drawn to what is true for you, kind of recapturing your innocence about what you love about life, about what makes you light up from the inside and want to get up out of bed and seize the world and do the things you want to do, right? I'm kind of sensing you're starting to come back to yourself, to this home life within yourself. The High Priestess reversed. To me, this card is about intuition, right? Even if it comes reversed or upright, it's always about intuition to me. And I feel like maybe right now a lot of intuitive messages are coming through, but maybe you're kind of having a hard time trusting that because maybe you're kind of undergoing maybe like a self-trust issue, right? You're kind of saying, well, no, I didn't make the best mistakes for me in the past. Like I let those people in that didn't want the best for me, and now I'm hurt, and so now I really can't trust myself. But I feel like the dialogue right now is about intuition, trying to come in through your broken heart and tell you the truth about what is best for you right now, about what you need to know, messages about the lessons that you've learned through these relationships, through these endings, through these breakups, through the shift, through the pain, through the drama and turmoil. High Priestess is coming through and saying, like, knocking on your door, like, knock, knock, knock. No, I've got some really good messages for you. Like, can you please hear me? And I feel like you've kind of had the door closed on that. You're like, no, I can't trust anything else. Okay, like, I'm not going to let anything else in. Don't even try. But I would say right now is a good time to go ahead and open the door to intuition, right? And I'm kind of sensing you might have some fear to intuition because you don't know if it's intuition or if it's fear. You don't know if it's going to help you or not. I would say just sit with your emotions. That Page of Cups to me is a lot about emotions. Sit with it, right? See how this makes you feel. See if it keeps going. See if it's this loop, right? Sometimes if it's a loop, it could be fear. I feel like discernment from within yourself is the best way to go about this, right? Like there's no right or wrong answers, and only you can know the truth. And I feel like even if you don't trust yourself, allow yourself forgiveness, allow yourself to just exist, right? Treat yourself as you would a small child learning about the world, right? Because I kind of feel like that's your mentality right now, and that is your strength right now. That vulnerability that you feel right now is your strength to help you. The King of Wands upright, that is a very powerful card. So I feel like this softness is on one side, and then this fiery, powerful, potent energy that's ready for change, that's ready for transformation, transmutation, ready to give up what no longer serves them and ready to make space for that which does. I feel like that's you right now, right? The innocence and the fire. So go ahead and kind of sit in that in-between space and honor both of these sides for you. I kind of feel like you're going through a big transformation right now. I'm seeing the Star reversed. So even though you might not feel like you are the star of your life right now, you are worthy, you are valued, you are loved, right? The Star to me is about you being the main character of your life. And even though it might feel dark around you, right? The star in the night sky, you yourself are illuminated from within. And so naturally you're going to attract that which is good for you. So even though you might be riddled with self-doubt and I'm sensing just a lot of self-doubt, right? A lot of sadness and turmoil about this lack of self-trust. Know that the more you sit in your power, the more you allow yourself to rest, the more you allow yourself to listen to your intuition, the more answers you're going to get about what next steps are best for you, right? How to best handle the situation, how to best leave this drama, how to best enter new situations. And I feel you're going to be strengthened through this, but right now you're kind of undergoing this transformation. Ooh, and I'm seeing the King of Pentacles upright. So you've got two kings in your reading. I'm sensing that right now you are going to be getting a lot of financial stability, material wealth. You're going to be feeling grounded. I feel like right now your power is just in yourself, right? Knowing and appreciating what you have, experiencing gratitude for what you have. And that in itself is going to elevate you. It's going to allow you to experience the world with fresh new eyes, right? Instead of seeing what you've lost, see what you have to gain. Appreciate the moment of now, right? Because you have two kings right now. That's really powerful. And I'm seeing that this transition, no matter how difficult it has been for you, it is for the best for you, right? You are being guided to be this kingly energy, right? Where you now through the pain have grown wiser. You know more, you can see more, you can plan more. You've learned what you no longer want and what you now want. Right now you're able to picture and visualize what you are now attracting. So that is a powerful reading, a big transformation I'm sensing. The Five of Wands upright on the back. So this card to me is about these conflicts that are happening, right? But I'm also seeing that with this card, you are going to be winning, right? It's opulence, it's triumph. It's almost like a practice, right? It's like a scrimmage battle, right? So know that you are going to win out with this card. Do not sit in your heartbreak for too long, right? Try to practice inklings of mindful meditations, right? Try to meditate, try to write about what you're grateful for, maybe about what you learned, maybe about what you no longer want. Write about it, talk to yourself. That Page of Cups is a lot about emotions. It's a lot about kind of discovering the world in a new way with a creative and loving lens. So I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you. And now I'm going to pull from the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck. What does collective need to hear today? Ooh. The card that came out is Hod, left leg submission. This to me is that surrender, you know, surrender to what has happened, surrender to how you feel, surrender to the universe, taking this into its own hands, right? Know that you're not in control, and then through that, you are powerful, right? Whenever we realize what we're not in control of, whatever is out of our hands, and we just kind of welcome and accept surrender into our hearts, that is where new strength can come from. That is where new ideas can come from. A lot of strengthening from within. Sahakil, angel of sky. This to me reminds me of the unity of everything, right? And also of thoughts, you know, how the sky, when you look at it, it looks different all the time, right? Throughout different times of the day, the sun could be on this side, the moon could be on this side, planets on this side, there's heavy clouds, there's all of a sudden a clear sky, a clear moment, all of a sudden it's nighttime, and maybe it's a cloudy night, a dark night, maybe it's stormy. I feel like this has a lot to do with where we can find ourselves, right? I feel like sometimes we can get caught up in, oh, this particular thought, and now it kind of, we're seizing onto this thought, to this cloud, right? And we're kind of floating on it, and we're kind of not feeling good because the cloud is moving, but we're still in it. Allow yourself to practice meditation, right? To observe these clouds, these thought patterns. And remember that you are not the clouds, you are the entire sky. You're always transforming. New thoughts are always going to be coming in, new stories, new ideas, new memories, new flashbacks, new hopes, new dreams. Know that you're not any of this particular thing. You're all of it. You're always in transition. The sky is always moving. You are the sky itself. And if you feel alone, know that the sky is surrounding the entire world, right? Know that you're not alone. If you feel something, there is a high chance that somebody else in this world is feeling that as well, right? There's a lot of people on earth right now, and we don't feel things alone, right? We're not experiencing, I feel like sometimes there's this phenomena of feeling alone, right? Like nobody's ever felt this before, but know that you're part of this whole. And there's others that are there with you that might be feeling alone as well, right? So in that, you might be feeling alone, they might be feeling alone, but you're both feeling alone, right? And in that way, you're not alone. So I suggest practicing meditation, maybe going outside and practicing mindfulness by looking at the clouds and observing the clouds and then seeing how the clouds themselves change. Israfel, Angel of Song. To me, this card is about endings and at the same time new beginnings, right? I feel like right now you're preparing to say goodbye maybe to these situations, patterns, relationships, people, things that you've been doing to yourself that don't feel good, and you kind of recognize, like, you know what, I'm bringing on my own heartbreak by replaying, by re-worrying, by kind of not letting this go. I feel like right now is a good time to practice surrender, right? Practice surrender in meditative practices, right? Practice letting go, practice being okay with a transition that's going to happen, and being hopeful that whatever's going to fill its place is going to be amazing. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be exactly where you are meant to be right now. On the back, I'm seeing Simikil, Angel of Vengeance. To me, this card is about karma, right? Don't do things. I feel like sometimes whenever we're heartbroken, we kind of feel like, you know what, I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to make a plan, and then I'm going to execute it, right? Know that whatever intentions you set out to the world is going to come back to you, right? And it's just not worth it, right? I kind of feel like that's why Hod is here to remind you, like, hey, surrender. Yes, maybe they broke your heart. Maybe they didn't treat you right. Maybe they betrayed you, right? But it is not up to you to create more of this magic that is with ill intention, because whenever you do this, you are at the same time crafting something for yourself. So I feel like sometimes when we let things go and just accept that this happened, accept that this occurred, you're able to just make space for this transition, for Israfel to come through and usher in this new beginning, instead of you kind of putting this anchor into this moment, into this situation, to this person that you really don't want to be connected to anymore, right? Like, it's not going to help you to be connected to these people or the situation or this thought pattern or anything that no longer serves you, right? So remember where your intentions lie, because right now you're powerful. You got two kings today, King of Pentacles and King of Wands. All right, so you are powerful, and I feel like you're going to be getting glimpses of that as you go throughout your day. So remember that. Hold intention with that instead. Seize, getting the message of make intentions whenever you feel powerful. Whenever you get those inklings, boom, set an intention for what you want to attract, for this visual of where you want to see yourself. Don't make intentions whenever you feel low, because I feel like that's where ego is kind of lying. That's kind of where the ego is. And that is where you can kind of get sticky, and you can start to make intentions that are not good for you or anybody, and are not true with your authentic self, right? While at the same time, honor how you feel. Do practice patience with how you're feeling, right? I feel like you're going to be feeling ups and downs and lows, but remember your power. The two kings did not come up for nothing. Thank you to this deck. Now I'm going to pull from the Trust Your Vibes Oracle Cards deck. What does collective need to know today? Card that just came out is meditate. So definitely spend some time meditating today. But that's really going to help you tune into yourself, right? If you're having a hard time meditating, just sit somewhere comfortably and focus. Close your eyes. Oh, another card that came out. Laugh. Close your eyes and focus on what you're hearing, right? On what sounds surround you. And then focus on your skin. What is your skin touching? What are you sitting on? What does that feel like? I feel like when we start to pay attention to these senses, we're more able to get grounded, right? Tune into where you are, tune into your body. I feel like bodies can kind of get overlooked. We kind of take them for granted, and we're like, oh, this is just my vessel for experiencing the world, no big deal. But through that is a lot of wisdom, a lot of answers. Laugh came out. So maybe watch something that makes you laugh, like maybe a comedy special, maybe some video or movie that you really enjoy that you know makes you literally laugh out loud. I feel like that's going to help you. Whenever I get this card, I like to fake laugh, just like, ha ha ha. And then I laugh about my fake laugh, so that might help you. Maybe try a fake laugh right now and see if that makes you laugh. Just kind of, just hearing ourselves fake laugh is like a funny thing. It's like, what am I doing right now? But that in itself, even fake laughing, I feel like could elevate you, right? Because it's almost so silly. Like, wait, is this going to work? And then you just try it. And for me, most of the time it does work because I'm fake laughing. And whenever this card comes out, I usually don't feel like laughing at all. And it's a reminder from our spirit team, from our angels, that like, no, laughter is important. Laughter can elevate your spirits, right? And especially if you're going through a big transition, remember to laugh. Remember that laughter is an option. Right? I feel like sometimes people forget about laughter in general. Oh, got quite a bit of cards that fell out. So let's see what we've got. Mentors and role models. Seek out those that inspire you, those that make you feel good, those that are living the life that you want. And be wary of not comparing your life to theirs, right? Know that people don't post their lives in a full spectrum. They don't say, wow, today I feel bad, but then around noon I felt better, but then around 2 I hit a new low. Right? Don't compare yourself to these people that will never share their full spectrum, but be inspired by them, right? Consume what they're putting out if it makes you feel good, if it elevates you, if it gives you new ideas about what you could be asking for from life, about how you can be experiencing life in a new way, and how you want to create your life, right? Like what you want to start crafting, since you're having this ability to begin something new, right, with your intentions. Take your time. Feel your emotions. Take your time. Slow things down. If something feels good and you only gave yourself 5 minutes to do it, maybe give yourself 10 minutes, right? Take your time with yourself, with your emotions, with this roller coaster that might be happening. Woo-woo is wonderful. To me, this card is about energy, your vibes. If something feels good, trust it. If something doesn't feel good, trust that, right? That is how you can allow that High Priestess card to come up upright, because now you're trusting your emotions, right? I feel like right now your vibes are telling you so much information about where you are, about what you're going, about what you've learned. And right now is just a good time to trust that, tune into that, allow that to guide you to what is best for you right now. And it's a team effort. This card to me is about remembering those that love you, those that surround you, right? And even if you feel alone, maybe seek out groups that are online that are into the specific interests that you're into. And in that way, you can start to make these connections with people that exist, right? People that exist just like you're existing right now that are looking for what you're looking for, right? Maybe start to envision a community where you are sharing something of common ground that you might have that maybe you don't see where you are right now, but maybe you can start to envision you yourself building this community, right? And kind of start to brainstorm, how can I go about this? On the back, I'm seeing the Back to Basics card. So treat yourself right. Tune back into your body. Give yourself water. Eat some fresh fruits and vegetables. Go for a run. Do some yoga. Get more sleep. Tune into what makes you feel good. And that's really going to help you through your transition right now. So I'm going to thank you for tuning in today. And I'm going to thank this deck. Thank you and thank you. And I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, so now we're going to go ahead and move into the distance Reiki portion of the episode. I suggest laying or sitting in a comfortable position, but that is not necessary. Just be open to receiving Reiki healing energy. I suggest setting your own intention for the Reiki or just allowing my intention to take place, which is always for your highest good. I'm going to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths with you. Let's go ahead and inhale. Hold and exhale. Again, inhale. Hold and exhale. And inhale. Hold and exhale. I will now begin sending Reiki. to come back into your body and open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you so much for showing up today. And I suggest drinking water since a lot of energy is moved during Reiki sessions. And I will see you in our next episode. Thank you, and